Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Elden Ring Mage walkthrough. Before we get started in Liurnia, we want to first go all the way back to the first step, where White Mask Varre was. If you go over to where he was standing, you get the Bravo gesture. And he tells you where he went, to the Rose Church. Alright, so now that we have earned that gesture, we can continue in Liurnia. Gonna make it noon. And then I think can't quite level up. Okay, so now from here, we already talked to Bach. We're gonna go down to this church. Where we get another sacred tear. And there's also a guy over here to talk to.
You're tarnished, then? Perhaps you believe it or not. I thought well, bless. You're a true. My name is presuming you're interested. Only.
We can snag Starlight. We already have the other ones.
Apologies. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no match for you. Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time. After they declared they would, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate, leading, as you might have guessed, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. When they cast the seals, why not find yourself without one? You can't pass, and you'll never.
So we need to get a
and if you
glintstone
find
key.
it, once you've tied up all your loose ends,
He would like one from us
But still,
after we're done using it.
you've taken an apprenticeship with Selen. Well, that is something. Selen was well known. The most promising sorceress in the history of the Academy. I followed her at school. But there may as well have been another. Selen was expelled from, accused of unthinkable treatment of certain sorts. I still don't believe the accusation. The illustrious Selen would find yourself without one. You can't, and you'll never reach the.
Alright, so that's Thops. And now from here, we can snag a scroll that is a little northwest. It's literally just right in this graveyard. And we will head back to Selen with that.
There you are. Shall we commence the... Is that a scroll? Very well. I'll be sure to incorporate... Never lose that ink. Our art draws upon the powers embedded in... But what is the nature of such power? Glintstone is the amber of the cosmos. Golden amber contains the remnants of... While glintstone contains resin... It should not be forgotten. Glintstone sorcery is the study... A fact lost on
So that adds Swift Glintstone Shard and Great Glintstone Shard. So that's a little more mana. Well, Swift is like cheaper even than Pebble, and then really fast. And then this one's a little slower but costs more. So we're gonna grab that, and then we already have everything else.
Your appetite for learning, you make me proud. You.
tooting our own horn. Alright, so now we go back. So now if we just follow the path, there will be a little camp and there's a cookbook in it. Let's go down here. Should be safe to drop. If you want to see, here we could, bring out Mr. Lutel the Headless +2. Let you see him. He takes our full, like, mana bar right now. You'll see, he's kind of a beast. You can see he's just killing stuff on his own. Then we get ourselves a Glintstone Craftsman's Cookbook. And then we can head down here to Liurnia Lake Shore. And to fix our flask allocations.
You're new. Surprised you. No matter. Why don't you? Oh, but don't ask me.
So he has a lantern in case you missed one from the other place. Let's see, he also has... Oh, our set. Our astrologer set. Which of course we don't need, but he has our staff as well. So our first goal here is to get the map. Which we're very, very close to. There are a lot of guys around it. Just to show these things. They're pretty weak individually, but they can glom up on you. And there's like 3 or 4 of them right around the map marker. This is Liurnia. There's essentially, I kind of think of this as 3 different sections. There's this entire eastern Liurnia, there's the lake in the middle, and then there's western Liurnia. So, a couple of great things to get early on in this zone, which will probably although from here we could go ahead and do a cave that's nearby. If we go southeast, we will see some jellyfish. back to the lake shore and then head this way. We will be in Stillwater Cave. Jellyfish. That's how you know you're in the right place. This is not a fun cave. Just getting that out of the way up front. It's another poison cave. So here, you have to wait for them to... it's really annoying. Now with them dead, jump across. And then there's a harpy enemy in here. And the sage set is in this room right here. Sorry, in the goop. Oh, come on. I deliberately set it up so that you would get poisoned. So now with these guys dead, can see him now. We haven't aggroed the other guy. This puts us in a much better position. Oh! I'd forgotten how terrible this cave is. Or, I mean, I hadn't. So yeah, I think this is the way forward. And then they force you. Okay, not quite. I was gonna say they force you to the poison, but we have a pass still. Yeah, it's just a crummy place. You're basically guaranteed to be poisoned. Liurnia step up in difficulty, especially once we get our weapon more upgraded. All of this will feel really easy. But when you come in here and try to do stuff before getting the 3rd and 4th sombers, a little tougher. And killing him got us the winged sword insignia. So let me show you that. Actually, let's run back down here and rest. Actually, never mind, we'll go back to the grace out here. Winged sword, there it is. Raises attack power with successive attacks. So that can be really nice. I mean, that's nice with Moonveil. Where'd he go? Winged sword, winged sword. I guess it's down here, yeah. Alright, so from here, we can kind of go north, hugging the rock face, and we'll find a spirit spring. We have an Everjail. Took off my winged sword insignia because it made me fat roll, which got me killed. Because I was like, oh, I can get away from this. You don't want to let that hit you. Guy's not too bad, especially as a mage. Just keep your distance and don't let the orbs hit you. not too bad as long as you don't accidentally fat roll. I can see Flame of the Fell God. Now from here, go west, and there's an enemy camp. My other west. Could show you stuff on the map, but combat was something. It's like they lost interest. But yeah, there's just a fire camp over here where we can get another incantation and a prayer book. Now remember, don't turn in prayer books to Corrin because he goes away eventually, so we're going to give our prayer books to Turtle Man. Oh, I did not rest. Unfortunate. So you can get the prayer book. And fire spring. Oh, sorry, that's not an incantation, it's just a gesture. Has a name like it should be a gesture. And from here, we're gonna go to this island. That. Now we're going to go over here. Now look, Patches has moved here. Just to show exactly where that is. Kind of just off screen.
Oh, well. It's been a long while. It's me. Patches the Untethered. I'm still in business, if you can believe it. Now I'm my only supplier, so I haven't got much. But everything here is top notch. Patches Emporium, now open in Rea Lucaria. By the way, she's a strange one, but I believe she was in need of help. Not that it's any of my business, but if she rings your bell, why not lend her an ear? You're making your way. Well, I heard something that might help. A special means of reaching your destination. Have you ever seen an Iron Virgin? The clunky contraptions are whirlwinds of sickles and spiked wheels. But long ago, they were endowed with a spell of transposition. And get this, a surviving virgin sits at the bottom of the big water wheel in the its transpos so right, it'll chuck you out straight at the bait.
So if there's anything you missed from, the needing to purchase of his, it's all available here.
Cheers for that. Forgot something.
Let's see, what did he have? What did I have left? Oh, I still needed one of these.
Cheers for that.
Just being a completionist. Now here is a set of ruins. This is the Laskyar ruins. And here's your way down, kind of in the northwest corner of the ruins. Trying to remember if there's something awful in here. Get you the Wraith calling bell. Bring out some Wraiths. And then, let's see, what else is there in here? There's also a cookbook and a pot, a ritual pot. But you want to be careful here. There's also that horrible thing. But we do have a summons out. I guess we didn't aggro him yet. Yeah, there's, I think a big dude will spawn in the middle if you're not careful. Although it might be fun to show that, even if it kills us. There's the scary one. Things are absolutely terrifying, but they will take damage from healing spells. So if you have healing, you actually need to deal with that. They're absolutely horrible. You can see the other guys will take you down too. So yeah, don't recommend going in the middle. And then here is the Summoning Stone. And then there's a Site of Grace over here. Golden Ring. And then there is a Site of Grace right over here, and we can rest. All this horrible stuff will leave us alone. Oh, we might be in trouble. Okay, we're good. Oh. It's ridiculous. That seems kind of buggy. That should have dissipated. Alright. And I'm not sure if we got the cookbook or not. I was a little distracted with all the stuff that was going on. I'm not sure what screen cookbooks are on. Let's see. It would be here if we had gotten it, and we haven't. So, the Glintstone, I think that's right by the Grace. Yeah. Standing here, and it's right in front of me. Okay, so I could see the Craftsman's cookbook too. And that's everything in the Laskyar ruins. And then from here, so my recommendation is our goal should actually be to get into Western Liurnia because we want to get more sombers for our weapon. And then the other thing we really want to do is see Varre at the Rose Church. This is the Boilprawn shack. Don't bother talking to this guy yet. We're going to come back and talk to him. But I'm going to show you where on the map we are. This was Patch's Island, so it's kind of a straight shot. And now we've gone far enough to see where the map marker is. So we're going to go get that, fill this in. Then I'll bring the map back up so you can see the shack. Show you where we are. So you can see the shack was there. And then this is the academy right here. And then this is kind of a gate town in front of it. Now the big place we're going to go to is we want to talk to Varre. So we're going to go over here. And I'm prioritizing Varre because if you unlock what he wants you to do, it leads to the best, I think, just the best rune farm out there, and it just lets you get runes to buy whatever you need, or to recover if you lose runes to wipes. So that's why I think it's a good thing to prioritize. Now to show where this was. Just kind of in the woods here. And we're gonna go west. So yeah, I very much want to prioritize helping you get your power level up because we played everything straight. We're sitting on a +5 somber, but no +3s or +4s unless you farm them. And there are some here, so that's what we're gonna work on that too.
Ah, there you are. You claimed a great rune and had your audience. What was your impression? Aha. My doubts. The words of the two fingers cannot be trusted. Truly, naught but rambling. I believe that when the Elden Ring was shattered, the two fingers were corrupted. Even worse. That's the part that... Oh, I have a gift. A means for circumventing the... Give it a try, and if it please you, I've high hopes for you.
So what he's given us is the ability to invade,
Be sure to try. There's no reason.
and he's going to want you to do it 3 times. But what you can do is you can invade and then immediately just use your finger sever to get back out. Now, there's a cookbook in here, but there's also a scary dude. Got greedy trying to grab the thing. You can see all the people dying from it. So yeah, that gives you the cookbook. So yeah, what we have to do next with Varre, and I'll probably do it, because you can end up waiting for invaders, but, so I'll probably do it off screen, but basically what you want to do is use the finger. Now, watch out, because you don't want to... You'll lose your runes if you die, so I highly recommend spending runes first. So we're actually going to get to a safe place first. Now, we want to get up into Western Liurnia, because we can talk to E.G. the blacksmith and tell him Blythe sent us, then there's a good trinket we can buy, or talisman we can buy, and then in addition that will, he also has access to smithing stone 3s and 4s. Somber 3s and 4s. And in addition there is a great shield over here we can get for when we get our strength to 20 that will buff our spells by 20%. Try to stay very focused. Oh, we are going to get invaded here. Oh, I used the thing already. Edgar from Edgar and Irina is going to invade us now. Oh! Wrong motion. Awkward place to be fighting. That can skew his Halberd, Banished Knight's Halberd +8. So once you've done the PvP 3 times and just quit out with the finger sever, you come back to Varre and talk to him again.
Oh, Lambkin, so pleased you're here. I'm glad that you're enjoying my gift. I knew it from the very start. You have a taste for noble blood. I wish to anoint you a knight to serve Luminary Moog. The Luminary Moog has strength, so...
We'll say anoint me.
Yeah, now, take this for your final trial. Soak the cloth. Normally this ritual would involve killing one's own maiden and recanting the wisdom of the 2 fingers. But since you are maidenless, the blood of anyone's maiden will do. The cloth is your final trial. The blood of anyone's maiden will do. You are maidenless, after all.
So from there, can go back to Revenger's Shack. Heading north. See up ahead at the top of the rise, there's like 4 belfry towers. That is where we are headed because we can fulfill Varre's quest by going to, back to the place where we started. Gonna head up there real quick. There are gonna be these sort of magical giants that you have to worry about. See them right there, but you can just run by them. There's a Grace at the very top here. We're gonna rest here. I think I still had a sacrificial twig on from when I was doing the PvP, just in case I got hit. So fix that. Okay, so over here, if you open this up, you will get an imbued sword key. And the way this works is each one of these belfries teleports you somewhere. And as you keep collecting imbued sword keys, they start you off with one. You can then go to all 3 of these places. So it looks a little bit like a stone sword key, and then there's a message that explains where you would go. So this takes you back to the Chapel of Anticipation at the start of the game. So we're going to go there because if you recall, we woke up next to a dead maiden. And remember that grafted Scion boss that destroyed us, he is here. hard to... Gotta heal. Okay, now we can get him. Revenge. It gives you his sword and shield. And from here we can actually go back to where we were and soak our cloth in the blood of the maiden. There's also some other loot to get here though. Come over here, you will see that this is now open. You can snag the Stormhawk King. And there's a chest here. And then remember, the maiden was down here, very first thing we interacted with. And that's it. So now we can go back to Varre.
You've completed your final trial, and with this, a knight who will assist Luminary Mage. Now, this noble blood will...
When you do this, you're going to, your eyes are going to change to be kind of a bloody red. If you do not like that, you can go back to the mirror at Round Table Hold, and you can remove that effect and go back to the way you
good
were.
Heavens. Clench your teeth, or something. Never forget that, for it is what binds you to... You have the sweetest scream, my lambkin. Oh, another. A medal grant with the power to I've gone out of my way, but you mustn't use it just. The meeting must wait until the Mogwin dynasty commences. Luminary Moog yet slumber. We must... It is. One day you will, right, my lamb? One day, right, my lamb?
So once you exhaust the dialogue, go here and actually use this. This is going to take us underground to where Moog is. Now this place is way, way high level. Here's our map. So our goal is not to go into the palace yet. We're gonna get the grace for it. You can actually kind of run through it like a crazy person and get some stuff, but our goal is to get to the place, the other grace that we will then be able to do rune farming from. And then that's where we will stop. I will leave you here to farm away for this episode. So what you want to do, and there is a risk you will die here, and that's okay. There's going to be a giant skeleton who's going to try to get you. Just stay hugging the side. actually get stuff in here in some of these caves. You get in and out before they wake up. Gets you Swarm of Flies, which is a really good incantation. So this happens if you get greedy. So losing 6k runes there does not even matter, you'll see. It's like I'm not even concerned with recovering those. This is a... You can wait while he's shooting though to like use that as a wall. I might run in and try to get these runes just to still have them. As long as I don't get off the mount. Oh, I put them outside the cave, that was kind. Okay. So yeah, we won't worry about that ball for now, but what you want to do, watch out for these patrolling guys. Run by them, and then you're going to run up this hill. And rest in disgrace. Now this is the best, what I view, you know, legitimate, not using glitches or cheating, rune farm, I think, in the game. So, just to show this, you have these stationary guys that just kind of sit here. And at first you'll kill them pretty slowly, but as you gain levels. Just to show you, he was worth 2,000 runes. So that was like doing the ball farm essentially, right? And eventually, you get to the point where you just kind of one-shot these guys. Now, the ones to watch out for are these patrolling guys. They'll do a crazy... Let's see if I can show it. It will kill us if we let it hit us. So this, you gotta dodge that, if you don't, you'll die. See, even one simple hit. Rock sling is your friend here. They just struggle to dodge it. So yeah, you can see that it's just crazy. And that's it. You can just kind of, whenever you need some runes, you can just come back here and do this farm. Alright, so I will probably farm my strength to 20 and endurance to 15 in preparation for getting the jellyfish shield next time, which is gonna boost our spells. So until then,